Pitbull Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the FIU Panthers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Ready to kick it off and get this game started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Wants to throw to start this drive. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Trying to take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quick give. It's Phillips. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him.
Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, FIU. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Raiola. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Florida International. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. On the return, it's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Comes down, it's Zimmerman. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Here's Raiola to throw. Makes the grab.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Sets his feet. It's Raiola. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. He's going for a big play downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. They want to run it left here. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Breaks away on the left. The 10. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here's Raiola to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks. in this game. And so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The run inside. It's Phillips. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1. Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Owls with the 1st and 10. Throwing Raiola. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the play fake, Dylan Raiola. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Out wide left, it's Brown. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Shoots it to the left. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They hoped to catch the offense being overly aggressive with the screen, but they got nothing. They got less than nothing and had to like it.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's just players making plays. I mean, guys that see that and read it, it's just kind of a knack. It's kind of a feel. You feel the screen, break on the football, go make a play, get a big tackle for a loss.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Fourth down, Raiola. Lets it fly. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Panthers' offense comes out ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Trying the left side. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Making the adjustment. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. On target. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires on the move. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Raiola. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Moore. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the 2nd half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this offense said, forget that, man. We haven't had much success doing anything this first half, so we're just going to take a deep shot. And it was unsuccessful, but I do like when you take those shots because it makes the corners retreat a little bit more, makes the safeties play deep. Now, maybe work the middle of the field. Let's try to move this football down the field. Let's try to get some form of points before the halftime.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense got it, they're on the run. He almost popped out. For a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Here's Raiola to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Left side is Phillips. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Right side, it's Carter. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw on first. They're all over him. Finds a tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 11 team, the Missouri Tigers.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
And it's South Carolina looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Panther! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. Could not make his way to the corner.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Throwing Raiola. Out wide right, it's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on third down. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Ford International comes out to start this drive. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Buys time to his left. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it. Went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target over the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Keeps it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got it.
He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Raiola. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
They boot it away on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Hits the afterburners. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Worked his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10.
Red 54! Red 54!
Right back to the well. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 2nd and long here. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
FIU trying to pick up the first. It's 4th down. Needs it. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Phillips. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Third and 6 yards to go. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Florida International offense is back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to the well. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, FIU. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here's Raiola to throw. Looking left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Keeps it moving. It's Phillips. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And the Owls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's Raiola to throw. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Left side, it's Brown. Stopped right there.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And his first throw here is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Working the ground game. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Punt is in the air. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today. Snags it, and he's open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Drops back on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Upstairs to make the catch. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Look out. Hit as he throws. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on to the future, they've got...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He wants to take the top off. Grabs it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Defense all over him.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish.